난 감기걸렸어요.
Please hang up and try again.
안녕 여러분.
I have a cold.
It seems like every time I move to a new place, I always end up getting sick within the first month. Having gotten sick in so many different places, there's always little differences that are kind of interesting to me. This video is going to be about the weird and sometimes cool things about being sick in Korea.
Weird thing number 1.
나 감기 걸렸어. Every time I've told anyone here that I have a cold, they always tell me to go to the hospital. I don't understand this one. This one confuses me. It seems like anytime anything is really even slightly wrong, it's go to the hospital, go to the hospital, go to the hospital. I hate the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go when I actually have to because I'm dying. Why would I go when I just have a cold? Now, I do know that in Korea, healthcare is more affordable than it tends to be in America, so it's easier to just say, hey, let's go to the hospital at the drop of a hat. But I still don't believe that you need to go to the hospital for every little ailment. You get sick sometimes. Sometimes you have a cold. You drink lots of water, you take some medicine, and you just
tough it out.
Or at least that's what I would do in America.
But in Korea,
everyone tells me I need to go to the hospital to get med.
I don't want to go to the hospital. Stop telling me to go to the hospital. I hate it. It's scary.
Weird thing about getting sick number 2. Mask. When you are sick in Korea, it is a common courtesy to everyone else to wear a medical mask. This way, when you're on the subway, sit next to somebody and you have to cough or sneeze, they don't feel like you're getting your germs everywhere. Masks are really uncomfortable to wear. They are hot. You've got your hot breath blowing right back onto your face, and it's hot outside. I don't like to wear them. But, especially since I work in a kindergarten, I have to wear this while I'm sick, even at work. The grossest thing is when you unexpectedly sneeze while you have your mask on, and it gets all wet here, and it's pressing against your face, and you're like, there's nothing you can do about it now. It's just on your face, and it's gonna stick there until you can get to a point where you can either get a new mask or just die. Those are your options.
Also,
when I wear a mask, it seems like I get stared at twice as much, which is pretty hard to imagine. I get stared at a lot already. Apparently wearing a mask makes me look that much more interesting. I don't know why people wear masks here all the time, but I'm a foreigner and I'm wearing a mask. Weird thing about getting sick in Korea number 3. Yakguk. In America, when you get sick, you can go to Walmart, you can go to whatever local grocery store, whatever you've got, and you can buy yourself some cold medicine. You can get Dayquil, NyQuil, Sudafed, I don't know, whatever. I use Dayquil, NyQuil obviously because that's what I know. Either way, that's where you can get your basic cold medications to deal with everyday illnesses like a cold is. It's not that big of a deal. You can't really do that in Korea. I've seen some healthy things and some like more natural medicine type things in the stores, but if you want actual medicine, you got to go to a yakguk. Yakguk is just pretty much a pharmacy, and at this pharmacy you have to talk to people to get what you need. This would not be a problem if I knew all the words that I needed to know in order to communicate what I need, especially because their medicine is very specific. You can get medicine for your throat, medicine for your nose, medicine for your head, medicine for your foot. It's very specific. Luckily, through most attempts to talk and they hear you cough and they can tell that you've got some blockage, they figure out what you need and they'll give it to you, and it's fine. But it's still frustrating that I have to go up and talk to somebody when I'm like I don't want to talk to people. But on the other hand, it's also really nice that they have these yakguk like on every street. So if there ever comes a point I run out of medicine, I can just look down one street and like, dude, there's a yakuk. I can get my medicine. That's pretty awesome. So there's two sides to it. I also wanted to mention a few superstitions I've heard while I've been here that just don't really quite make sense to me. One of them is if you are out in the rain without your umbrella and you get wet, you're gonna get sick. I may be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. But last time I checked, rain and water in general is not going to kill you. You can get wet. You can. That does not make you get a cold. Colds are caused by bacteria or viruses or things like that. It's not gonna be,
I got wet, oh my gosh, the end of the world, I'm going to be sick, I'm going to die.
is okay if I get wet and then not dry off immediately. It's really gonna be okay. I've told so many people here that I love the rain. I do. I love the rain. I love to go out in the rain. I love dancing in the rain. Have not been able to do that here, mostly because there's too much pollution and I don't really want to go out into it. But still, I've told them that I do that and they're shocked. They're literally shocked and they're like, oh my gosh, you need to be careful of your health.
Do we need to go to the hospital? Let's go.
I will not get sick if I get wet. Another popular idea that Koreans have about what you do when you get sick is you need to have a humidifier. The humidifier is like cure all, like amazing humidifier. I have one, but it serves a very specific purpose. If you've ever watched any dramas, you'll notice whenever you go to any hospital room or anything like that, or if anybody's ever sick, you need a humidifier. That thing will cure cancer. Like, I swear that's why they have it on every room. Not every room actually needs a humidifier, but they have it. You need a humidifier. You're sick, humidifier. Boom.
Do it.
This last one is about more of like a translation, not error, but miscommunication, sort of. So in Korean, when you want to make sure, you want to tell somebody that they should be, careful of their health, you want to be caring about them, they say, a couple of people in Korean have told me, 감기 조심해. So be careful of your body health. I guess it's a rough translation of that. But they translate it sometimes when they're speaking English, they translate that idea straight into English and they'll just say, oh, be careful. Like I tell them, oh, I'm sick. Oh, be careful.
Careful of what? What's gonna happen?
Is the sick monster gonna come and get me? Like, be careful of what? It threw me off a couple of times when they said it in English, because in Korean it makes perfect sense and I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll be careful. But when you translate it into English, it doesn't jump into my mind what they mean, and so immediately I'm like, why do I have to be careful? I don't understand. What am I being careful of? I'm already sick. The being careful part has kind of passed. I should have been careful earlier.
To not let those babies hug me when they got snot running down their face. But they're cute.
In conclusion, though there are some odd and frustrating things about being sick in Korea, there's some really great things too. Like the fact that I have access to like the most delicious types of soups in the entire world right across the street from me. So, that's really nice. I like that all my Korean friends have all been fairly worried about me, and though I'm not going to go to the hospital, it's nice and sweet that they're like, oh, let's go to the hospital, we gotta go. I'm not going, but I appreciate the sentiment. It's different because normally in America, I tell someone, oh, I got a cold, they're like, don't come near me, I don't want to catch it, bye-bye. So it's nice to have a different reaction to when you are feeling under the weather. That's it for this episode. Hopefully I can make better ones soon when I'm not sick anymore. I do have a vlog in the making, but again, I'm sick, so I don't want to do anything. Why I did this, I don't know. But hopefully that will be up in the near future. And hopefully I will also have more vlogging opportunities to do.